Welcome back to the channel.
Nerds edition.
We are going to be doing a thrift with me today, a little vlog style. Nikki wants to share her nerds. Do you guys have these?
They're the big chewy nerds, but they also have nerd rope clusters, and those are my favorite. So ship some my way.
Yeah. So we're having nerds for breakfast. We've got a lot of the shipping done back here.
Michaela's back there.
She's taking photos here in a moment, and we're gonna go sourcing. We'll take you guys along. Let's go.
We're gonna be on the best adventure ever. Stay tuned.
Too hard to film on the old GoPro without getting people in. That's a nice one. Bunch of new racks. We always also check the color, so it's gray, so we'll probably go through the ends of the aisles too and see if we see any gray tabs. While searching through the new racks, I found this Ohio State vintage sweatshirt, but they were asking $6.99 for it, so I left that behind, especially because there was no date down at the bottom. Then we came across these Carhartt Relaxed Fit Carhartt Force pocket tees. Only looked these up because they said Force on the sleeve, but after doing some comps, they weren't going to sell enough even though they had a good sell-through rate. Also found these American Eagle Boho Artist jeans. Never heard of this style before, but looked them up because they were that flare style, which is really popular. Plus they were distressed. This style has a really good sell-through rate, but I almost left these behind because of that pocket on the back. I wasn't sure if that was intentional or not. Still not sure, but I got it anyways. And here I'm looking over a white fresh produce dress that Nikki handed me because she wanted me to just double check it, make sure there weren't stains, and that's something we do pretty often. Here I found a pair of Madewell jeans that I did pick up. I'm looking for puckering near the crotch area because I find that happens a lot with Madewell jeans. And I know the sell-through rate isn't quite there for Madewell jeans, but I always get them because they always end up selling for a decent amount, even though I have to sit on them. These are a pair of NYDJ jeans. They had a specific style and they were size 12. I looked all that up in the comp and decided they were worth getting, but later when I got to the register, I found out that they had been hemmed, which is something that I thought I checked, but apparently didn't. So I ended up putting those jeans back. And here I'm just picking up this leather fossil bag. Found this leather substantial feeling piece called Claude Van Pelle. It ended up being nothing, so I left it behind.
HellaGrossaKnits.com.
Sometimes it's worth it just to get stuff because it's like a sustainable brand. There's a Life is Good bag. Did you see this? Oh, it's just like a tote bag. Might be worth something. That's weird, dude.
It's odd though, because like I said, they are 100% organic cotton. The button.
That's really weird.
Okay, anyway, let's take it out of my hand.
I hadn't done a really good look through the handbag section at this store in a while, so I'm just going through each of these ends where they hang all of the handbags, looking for anything leather and substantial. Next, I'm just hitting the shoe section. You guys know this is a section I always hit, and I try to take my time through here. Same thing with the handbags, look for anything substantial, anything leather, and some other things that I'm looking for now that we're moving into warmer weather are just comfort shoes and nice leather sandals. Still avoiding pretty much anything heels unless I see that it's something really nice. I come across these Jeffrey Campbell rain boots, but after looking them up, they didn't have that great comps, but I would keep an eye out for certain Jeffrey Campbell shoes, especially when they are leather. Same thing with the purses. I like to take a little time every now and then to go through the accessories. This is just the men's hat section that I'm going through. Over in the men's section, I found this pair of men's really nice Justin cowboy boots, but they wanted $20 for them, so I couldn't justify getting them, but they were really nice. I'd keep your eye out for these. I also found this pair of men's Donald J. Pliner men's horsebit loafers, and I did a comp on them. Had they been in better condition, I definitely would have picked them up, but they had significant wear on the toe that was more like a scratch instead of just leather discoloration, so I did have to leave those behind, unfortunately. But keep your eye out for Donald J. Pliner because it can do well, and just showing you some things that I come across at the thrift store that I have to leave behind. Well, this is a good thumbnail if nobody catches me. You're like in a sea of clothing. How's it going? I feel like we got more here off the new racks for sure. I'm not finding much in the shoes. I found stuff, but it's like destroyed. And there's a mountain of stuff in that men's section that's just like piled on top of each other.
52.30. I don't know if I'm getting these, FYI.
Size 52 might make a difference.
There's like nothing. Let me check out 181. Maybe there's just some like.
So you're searching the style with the size. Now you're searching just the size, not the style.
Yeah, just to see how it does in comparison. There's 13, or 2 available, 13 sold, and they average for about $40. So I'm probably gonna risk it for the biscuit on these.
Style popular?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the 181s.
Nice. Let me look at this dress one more time. Now that we're in different lighting.
I tried it.
Nikki said she had a familiar feeling that she's already picked them up before. A sort of thrift deja vu.
Rondell.
Oh, they're really unique and pretty though. Do we not have a cashier? We always get caught here. We just got how many items? 8 for $17.49 because the cashier rang them up to special kids pricing, which I'm not at all upset about.
And 1 pair of pants at 50% off, and they were not. So,
well, sometimes you went out. Sometimes you went out though, because you know what? Sometimes you get charged way too much. So, what a great thumbnail. Okay, so we got 8 items in there, as you guys saw on the receipt. We started writing things down in our notebook, our handy dandy notebook. That way we can let the drafter know what items were a percentage off, but I guess in this case, I'm just gonna write see receipt or something like that because it's way off.
Yeah, and so one of the reasons we started doing this was because originally we were mostly shopping like Goodwill and then the bins, and that was it. But then we started hitting like VOAs, we started hitting a couple other stores that have like percentages off based on colors, and it got really complicated with us trying to like tell our drafting people what came from what store and what was on sale there and what color it was, and it got hard for them to memorize. So now we just go back, we tear that sheet off, we give it to them, and the way that we label it, so if you show them, she just puts like GW, Goodwill, and then we put a pile of everything that came from Goodwill, a pile of everything that came from VOA, everything that came from somewhere else, and we have it labeled out on the table with like masking tape marks, so it's easier for them to find.
Yeah, and I'll show you throughout the day what we write down, and this also helps us to keep track of our goals. Goal today, I would say, is probably at least 40. 50 would be great, but at least 40. We've got 8 so far. That's a pretty good run for just having to run in. We did get a little bit of a late start because I was uploading videos and stuff, so hopefully we can still make it happen. A lot of people were very upset that we didn't share what we got for lunch last time, like we do in like every video, but the one that we didn't. So just letting you know, we're going to Chipotle right now, and it's gonna be delicious. So
About to get me some chicken and chips.
We'll see you guys when we head to the next thrift store. Nikki came prepared, and I did not. It's raining.
Died at the same time.
So we're at the next store. We don't have signal in here, so I probably won't be able to show you comps, but I will at least film a little bit of what we're looking at. Something?
We'll find out.
I know, I gotta go to the corner and look. I found one thing. It's an LL Bean men's like hooded shirt jacket. $5.99, not bad.
We found an El Cheapo North Face men's.
El Cheapo.
It's half price.
Nice.
So for $3, I figured we could.
Heck yeah. Not a whole lot of luck in here. I'm gonna go to the corner and go do a comp. Here's what we ended up with. And another Athleta. So we only found 5 items in there, and it took way longer than what it probably should have because, like we said going in, there is like no service in there, so we have to basically put all the items in the cart that we want to look at and then go to the corner of a building and comp them all, which can be pretty discouraging because a lot of the stuff that we comp we put back, and then end up with hardly anything. But we did get 5 items in there. I wish it wouldn't have taken so long because now we're limited on time. It's about 1 o'clock. We need to leave the area by probably about, give or take, 2:30, 2:45. We're gonna head to another thrift store that's literally right down the road here, and we'll see how much we get. If there's not a whole lot in there, then we will quickly run to another one just a few minutes down the road and then call it a day. But I've got a feeling we'll probably get quite a bit of stuff in here and it'll take up the rest of our time. We'll see you in there.
At this thrift store we found a lot more bread and butter items, but I'm picking them up because they're priced relatively cheap and they do have a following. This is an Athleta brand. And then I came across just a few pairs of leggings, not significantly high priced on eBay, but decent sellers, $20, $25. And like I said, they're priced relatively cheap, so I do pick them up here because we can stock up on items for less. found this Duluth Trading Company longtail tee. These used to sell for a lot more. They're asking $2.99 for this, but after doing some comps, I saw they would only sell for about $10-12, so I left this behind. Later on, I found this men's extra large Prana shirt, and I absolutely picked this up. Great colorway, love this brand. Later, I found a pair of really nice Ariat cowgirl boots. They might have been cowboy. I think they're cowgirl though. If you see this logo or this brand in cowgirl or cowboy boots, definitely worth picking up. I had to leave them behind because they were $40.
All right, so I don't know if you guys can hear us because it's raining. It's actually raining less. It was a monsoon there for a moment, but we just left this thrift store and we got 10 items. And sorry, I told you guys I would update you, but this is kind of how we do it. So we went to Ohio Thrift before this. We got 5 items. The only color that we got that was a percentage off was red, so we wrote down red 50%. Then we just went to VOA. We didn't have anything that was the discount colors, and we got 10. So we're at 15, 23 items. We're gonna hit one more thrift store, which is a Goodwill. Hopefully get a few more items there. Maybe we'll still make 40, but if not, we got some pretty good stuff today. One thing I like about this thrift store, see it's raining harder. One thing I like about this thrift store is even though we don't get like a ton of home runs here, we do find a lot of stuff for like really cheap that they just don't consider brands that are good. A lot of times they're athletic wear too. So we'll get like $2.99 leggings, and even Lululemon they don't seem to catch here, so
yeah, they don't seem to pay attention to a lot of the brands. They know some, like Rock Revivals and what was those ones last week?
Robin's Jeans.
Yeah, I was thinking River. I was like, that is not it. Robin's Jeans, like they notice things like that. Coach, Louis Vuitton, but some of the like make or break kind of brands for us, they kind of slip through the cracks. We can get them for typically under $5 here. So.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna head to one more, and we'll see what we can find there.
So in the next store on the new racks, I found this Diletta tank top. Diletta is an Anthropologie brand, but when I did comps, it wasn't a substantial enough piece. Also found this Anthropologie Loca jumpsuit. Same thing, not enough decent comps. Then I found this White and Warren cardigan. I only looked at it because it was linen cotton. Beachy things do kind of well for me. Again, no great comps. And then I found this unique Madewell piece. Madewell's hit or miss for me, and I decided to leave it behind.
All right, so we just finished this store and we got 13 items for a grand total of 36 items, so almost to our 40 a day goal.
We almost made it, but we didn't.
But we got some really great stuff, honestly. I thought at least. Sorry, the Lisa thing's got me messed up.
We found out that our favorite Goodwill employee passed away. And my heart is so sad because she brought us so much joy and we saw her every week. And I ain't even gonna lie, like I thought other things happened and I asked today. And she's not coming back because she passed away. Yeah. So we're kind of sad. But in memory of Lisa, Cayley's car is now called Lisa. So trying to keep the memory alive.
Yeah.
In a positive way.
Hope she's in a better place now.
True that. To Lisa.
Yeah. All right, well, sorry to end it on this note, but we had a pretty good sourcing day. We typically, I would consider if we get 40 to 50 a pretty decent day. We got almost 40, we got 36 items, but like I said, we did at some of the stores get some really good items. I felt like I got some really good items here. And a lot of the stuff at this last one was off of the new racks. They pulled out like 3 new racks as soon as we got here. Got a lot of like Anthropologie pieces and stuff like that, so we did pretty good. I would have gotten more. I actually they didn't have carts. I had like a whole bundle of stuff, but had to put a lot of it back from the new rack after I actually went through it because there was a lot of flaws, unfortunately.
I found a pair of Lululemon pants with tags. Not like new tags, but
with
like
the size tag. Yeah.
And I was like,
I'm not even sure if I did. I got some filming done in there, but after we got the news about the employee passing away, I just kind of stopped filming. So not a whole lot in there, but got a lot of filming done throughout the day, and hopefully you guys will see some of the things that we got and that we passed on and why we got them and why we passed on them. So if you like these kind of vlogs, make sure to give us a thumbs up, and if you're not already, Make sure to subscribe down below, hit the notification bell, that way you'll get notified as new content goes live. It's about to start pouring again, so we're gonna get off here.
Have a happy Wednesday.
Yeah, happy Wednesday or whatever day it is you're watching this, and thanks so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.